Hello mga Noods! Welcome to our homestyle. Come in! Hi guys, my name is Jolly and I'm Aldwin, and welcome to the House of Noods. We call it the House of Noods because it's really named after our pets. So we have a Russian blue named Noodle, we have a Westie named Soba, and we also have a fighting fish named Sotanghon, hence House of Noods. That's N-O-O-D-S, not the other one. We would describe our home style as eclectic industrial. It has the bones of industrial design with the brick, the glass, the metal, and all of these things, but we also borrowed influences from Brutalist, Maximalist, and even mid-century.
Yeah, and we're also tactile and lived in. So we love texture in this house. So you'll see all throughout the house that there's so many textures that we played around with, but thankfully, magically, they all work. And of course, lived in, because, you know, we're people who live in the space. We live with 3 different pets, and we just want to make sure that it's a warm, cozy place to stay in, despite the fact that it's an industrial home.
The house is 156 square meters. It is a 3-bedroom, but we converted one into a home office because there's only 2 humans in the house, and we can't wait to show you around. So we start with our welcome wall. We really envision this space as a place to entertain friends and family, and so we're very happy to say we've entertained more than 100 people since we moved in 10 months ago. So as tradition, we take Polaroids of people who visit. I know it's a bit full right now, but we're gonna take pictures of you as well. We're just gonna have to make room for you guys. So this is the living room, and this is Soba. She's a Westie.
Say hi, Soba.
And the centerpiece of this living room really is this sofa. Originally, the designers gave us a Mario Bellini sofa, but that would have cost 1 to 2 million pesos. We weren't that crazy. So,
we have pets.
and not with pets. So our designer actually tried to look for an alternative couch for us. So they found this one at a furniture exhibit. It's called the Mona sofa because if you look at it from the top and you parang connect the ottoman, it looks like a loaf of Monay. We just had it customized to be orange to match the original design. And yeah, here it is.
Yeah, so now it's empanada Monay.
So this is our bar cabinet, as you can see. Lots of gifts from friends. Ironically, I don't drink, but my partner, he does mixed drinks. And this was not part of the original design. It actually had more of a kind of an IKEA shelf kind of thing going on here. But during one sourcing trip, our designer was like, "Oy, parang I want that in my own house." And lo and behold, we wanted it too. So here it is. Over here, we have the Kenneth Cobonpue Chiquita stool. I used to work in a tech company, and this is one of my favorite pieces in our old office. I did not steal that piece. This one we bought ourselves. We have 2 of them, one here and one over there. Over here is our first commission piece. It's from Kokoy Base, who is not just an artist, but also an architect. We're pretty much beginners in the collecting of art. So what our designers did was that they gave us a list of artists to check out on Instagram. And then from there, we picked which ones really resonated with our aesthetic. And one of them was Kokoy Base. So this one, we really wanted a kind of big 5x5 piece artwork to really give the space a sense of scale. And an accidental thing, a very happy accident, is that we found a carpet that exactly matches the painting. And now for my favorite room in the house, the powder room. So when we briefed the designer, we wanted sort of a world within a world. So while the rest of the house is more industrial, this space is a bit more maximalist. So we created this sort of under the sea fantasy with this super deep wallpaper. And then we have these tiles that look like there's light seeping from the bottom of the ocean. And then of course, you've got some smart things here as well. We've got a motion sensor up here and also a motion sensor toilet. And my favorite piece is this pedestal sink. I've always dreamed of having one. And it's actually a really great place to take a selfie because we've got this backlit mirror as well. So you'll see a lot of social media posts in this house happen in this room. This is our dining area. I actually like working here instead of the home office. And as you notice, we also have a lot of plants in this house. We have about, I think, 30 plants in the house, a lot of which were carried over from Al's place.
Yeah.
My only personal request was a swame, and our designer gave us not one, but 2 swames, because what can I say, the gays love their swames. Put that on a shirt.
So this is the kitchen. We had originally intended it to be the showpiece of the apartment, which is why we really went for an open kitchen layout, because when you're entertaining, you want there to be like a lot of flow between the dining room, the living room, and the kitchen. So that was a mandatory and a must-have for us. When we started on this process, the kitchen was actually the first thing that our designers designed for us. And the brief, as Jolly mentioned earlier, was industrial eclectic, but they interpreted it in a way that we would have never thought. So when they showed us the render, they showed us this gorgeous blue-green kitchen with the cement coffered ceilings, and we thought to ourselves, is that a render? Is that a peg? What is it? And then, oh my God, Jolly, it's our kitchen. It's our kitchen. So we went on mute, and then we said, I think we have our designer. And then we told them that we eventually chose them to design the rest of the house. That's the story of the kitchen. So everything that you see here is a interplay of functional and aesthetic. So we went with this lovely centerpiece of the Sanggip Salon range hood, which really like imposes like an industrial finish to the place, but still keeping it clean, still keeping it like impactful, right? All throughout the rest of the kitchen, we actually had pushed back the maid's room so that we could have more space for a walk-in pantry. We made space for a hiding place for a litter box, because, you know, nobody wants an exposed litter box. And that also afforded us an appliance garage and a place to put our water cooler so that it's not out in plain sight. We actually converted the utility into a multi-purpose dirty room. So there is a washer-dryer combo and a drying rack on top. There is a place where we house all of the kalat of the IT in this home. And then we also converted the maid's bathroom into sort of a groomer station, where we had like a custom stainless steel tub created so that you could bathe our pets easily without having to bend over the bathtub or like get our entire bathroom wet.
One thing we also incorporated in our living room and in our kitchen are these power tracks. So it allows you to take out an outlet, relocate it somewhere along the track. That way you can really keep it behind appliances or just have a neater look overall. So this is our record collection. We've got this turntable from Victrola, and it's wirelessly linked to the smart speakers in the house. It really started from a pandemic gift from my partner. He got me a turntable, and from there we started a collection, and now there's almost 90 records in this collection. And our current favorite is this one from Ariana. Do the Ariana. There we go. Fabulous.
So this is our den. This is actually our third bedroom, which we converted into our home office / den / game room / hobby room. So front and center actually is this arcade machine, which we actually got as initially something for our guests to play around with when they're in the house. But most of the time when it's just us, it's off, but it's a pretty nice art piece that you can have in this room. As you can see here, we have all of our collections from our different fandoms. So I have my Harry Potter stuff and my Pokemon stuff here. Right there, I have a talking sorting hat that actually sorts you into your own house. And then we also have our board games, which we take out for our guests, and other work merch like the signed Ferrari cap and Jolly's Google trophies all over the shelves. So the prize of our collection is actually this transforming Optimus Prime. So it's a voice-activated toy that we saw somewhere online, and then when we saw it, oh my god, that's the toy of our dreams. We knew we had to have it, right?
Yeah.
So we ordered it like what? A year in advance of actually moving into this house, and now it's here.
Hey Optimus,
Greetings.
transform. Yeah. Then when he's done, you say, hey Optimus,
Greetings.
roll out.
Let's roll.
Of course, our third noodle is sotanghon. He's a blue and gold fighting fish, so I think the color that he is called mustard gas. I don't know why it's that way, but that's sotanghon. And then there are other fishes in the aquarium that keep him company. So they're like ghost tetras, snails, a few corridoras that are hiding on the rocks. So it's a pretty nice extension of my plant collection, and so far so good. I'm keeping it alive. Over here, we have a commissioned painting from Carl Modelo. It's called King of the Hill. So it's one of our favorites because it's not square, it's actually a cutout. And if you look really closely, there are like small stars and glitters all over the painting, which adds a nice touch. And then down here is actually a day bed, which I actually used to sleep after my meetings or during. But essentially, this home office can actually still function as a third bedroom if we have an overspill of guests from the guest bedroom. This is the hallway that leads to our bedrooms. We also mirrored the same French door treatment that you saw in the home office and that you will see in the master bedroom. Here we have a Jesse Camacho piece. We originally intended for him to commission something for us, but the line was so long and we got lucky. Someone dropped off a sale and it was a painting that we really liked anyway, so we got it. And then here is another piece by Carl Modelo. It's called Doorway to Yourself, and it's fitting that it's in a hallway full of doors. Our designer helped us style a lot of things, and they bought a lot of pieces for us as surprises. The most surprising was this tool that most people actually thought was a scratching post for our cat Noodle. So suffice to say, she actually is using it as a scratching post, much to her disappointment.
Life with cats.
Yes, life with cats. So we actually found finally a cute piece from Vetreska that actually worked well in this space. So currently training her to prefer this, but right now she still likes the stool. So if you're lucky enough to be one of our guests, welcome to our guest room. So it's set up like a hotel so that you have your best stay, your best sleep possible. So there's a really comfy queen size bed, and then there's an espresso machine as well if you don't want to go out before having your morning coffee. And of course, it also has all of the smart features that you have all around the house. One thing that we like about the guest bedroom is actually these lamps that our designer got for us. Such an interesting thing. We've never seen a lamp like this, like one with stairs. No? So we often joke our guests that when they wake up in the middle of the night, they'll see someone waving back at them on the lamps. Another thing that we want to highlight in this space is this Carl Modelo piece, which is actually entitled Mas Radical Magmahal. It was actually a political painting that we had reformatted for this space because we wanted to commemorate a time in the past where we really stood for something and we really wanted to have that in our home. So this is the primary bedroom. Oh. So this is the walk-in closet. The original entrance actually was on the side of the bed, and it was such a small space. The designer actually had the great idea to eat into the closet space of the guest bedroom, so we had more space to do this wraparound cabinetry and change the entrance so we could have a more functional, more grand walk-in closet moment. I wanted in the master bedroom was a space for me to do yoga. So it's actually this corner right here. This cabinet houses everything from my yoga blocks to all of my tita stuff, even to my sage tita sticks. My mats are here, and yeah, it's so fun to do yoga here in the morning and in the evening to either start or end my day.
Welcome to our accidental Star Wars theme room. It started with really this lamp from Kenneth Cobonpue. And right when we decided we wanted this lamp, we just got the notification that they had discontinued the collection with Disney and Star Wars. But thankfully, we went to the showroom and found this last piece, along with this Imperial chair, which is also one of the last pieces. And the other stuff just kind of fell in line with the theme. So we have this kind of Mars Rock side table from Industria Edition. We have this lamp, which kind of looks like the Death Star. And then we also have this painting, also from Pocoy Base, which looks like the attack on the Death Star. So yeah, this is our Star Wars theme room. So you mentioned we wanted the home to be pet friendly. And so one of the things we did was we turned this space into originally a cat bed, which she never used. And so we've now converted it into a litter box space. So this is our master bathroom. Originally, the door was just here, but we really wanted sort of a lantern effect to the entrance. So we expanded the door all the way to the end and then turned the concrete into fluted glass. So, all right, let's go in. All right, the secret to a happy relationship is double vanities. So we have that over here.
Walang pakialaman.
Tama. Then over here, you've got the bathtub. I really wanted a standalone tub. This bathtub we've used a total of 3 times in the last 10 months. But we love it because we have a really great view of Laguna de Bay over there.
And the morning sun.
Yes. So these are the display shelves of our memories, I guess, as a couple. These paintings we did on our first anniversary at Sip and Go, because every anniversary should be at Sip and Go. This here is the very first record player that Al's got me, and it's really what started this whole obsession about collecting records. One of our favorite things is the materiality of the space. We've got some copper laminate over here, some marine plywood that's meant to look like textured concrete. In the kitchen, there's outdoor rock. On the ceiling, there's this beautiful wooden treatment. But it's also a smart home. So over here is our smart home hub of sorts. So here are some switches that control the lights, the blinds, even the smart privacy film in the home office. And over here, we have some scenes as well. So you can set up a group of lights or devices for a certain mood. So for example, we wanted to watch a movie, you click one thing, the lights go down, the blinds go down, and suddenly it's movie time. Thank you so much for coming, guys. But before you go, we have to take a picture of you guys for our wall. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Bye, guys.